Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. In India, the Indian people believe in receiving darshan. Darshan means a blessing from a lama or from a teacher or from a preacher. They respect very much. As you can see, one is a Hindu, one is a Sikh. And in India, it's very, very beautiful. All religions, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, Jains, they all get along and they get blessings from each other. If they see a lama, they see a teacher from anyone, no matter how high they are, they'll show respect and get blessings. They call that a darshan. This is what I love about India. That's why I said I've lived here for many years. I've never had any problems. The Indian religious community here, very, very nice. Very, very open because of its culture. And I have many, many Muslim friends, many Christian friends in India and South India. We get along, we pray, no problem, we eat together, never an issue. This is an Indian village. You can see they have bodyguards. Yet they can come and complete their darshan. And usually you can't go near them because security is very tight. They're always afraid someone's going to assassinate them. But if they see a lama or a teacher, someone even silly like me just wear a robe, they have respect. It shows you the deep spirituality of India. That's why a few world religions have arisen from India itself, a few world religions. So when they come to show respect like that, we show respect back. They're very kind, very kind. Maybe it's our two Dharma protectors manifesting, telling them that we're going to be all right. Dharma protectors don't always have to manifest sitting on a horse or a lion or anything. They can come in the form of guards, military, just to tell you we're around. Listen to the Dharma. Practice. And I will help you. So maybe it's our Dharma protectors manifesting, you never know. Maybe it's an Indian guard, but it's highly unusual. In any case, if people want a blessing, and you're not a blessed person, Medicine Buddha mantra is very effective. If they hear Medicine Buddha's mantra, Mela, they get a blessing. If you blow Medicine Buddha's mantra on an object and put it on them and it touches their body, it blesses them. It purifies karma, plant seeds. Medicine Buddha is very powerful. So if they allow you to blow on them directly, you check the situation. In Tibet, we're required to blow on them directly. But here it would be disrespectful because I don't know their traditions. So it would be better to blow on something or hold something while you're doing the mantra and then put it on them for them to get a blessing. Because if they want a darshan, we don't fool them and pretend we're blessed. We make sure that they do get a blessing. We make sure. So Medicine Buddha is very effective for that. Very effective. In any case, we're here to take refuge. I am not here to scold, to point fingers, or to create guilt. I am not here to make anyone feel bad. I am here to expound the Dharma to you. You can hear praises and nice words and good things from your friends, from the pubs, from the clubs, from your boyfriends and girlfriends and your party people. You can hear all that there. Here, the Dharma tells us the truth. Sometimes the truth is not pleasant. Sometimes the truth is not nice to hear. But if we hear the truth and we take it positively, we can do something positive with it. So, since we're in such a holy place, let me reiterate to you why.
现在这个是在这个地方的世界。
It's holy because Lord Buddha overcame his anger.
因为神圣的是因佛陀呢，结果他的生气。
It's holy because Lord Buddha overcame his jealousy.
因为神圣的佛祖呢，结果他的这个自信。
It's holy because Lord Buddha overcame his attachment to his body.
因为神圣的佛祖呢，没有这个结果了他的这个执着。
It's holy because Lord Buddha stopped thinking about himself permanently.
因为神圣呢，佛陀呢，已经终止了想着是他自己罢了。
And because of doing that, Lord Buddha found a way to stop taking rebirth and stop being controlled by karma and stop being controlled by the result of his karma.
通过这样的佛陀呢，找到来，因此呢，我们在解释，因此呢，我们可以知道这些。
It is holy because one single human being 2,500 years ago stopped everything that creates unhappiness for himself and everyone around him. He stopped creating unhappiness. He removed the causes for that.
因为神圣呢，因为在2500年前，佛陀呢，自己呢，就是停止呢，想着他自己。
We are here. We have spent so much money. We have taken time away from our lives, from our loved ones, from our children, from our friends. We have taken so much time away to come here. So much time and effort and spent so much money.
我们花费了多少金钱和时间呢？来看我们自己。
Some of you, I've seen more of you here than I've seen you in the last year.
看到我们在这边的过程，
I'm happy to see you.
我很高兴见到你。
Some of you have put a lot of physical effort to be here. Maybe there's sickness in the family, you're needed in the family, not to do anything but to be an emotional pillar of support, but we've taken away ourselves from that. Some of us are very ill. For us to get here, it's a very big physical effort to get here. Some of us don't have money, but we have the karma to be here. But because someone else has generated the mind of compassion, we didn't, so we're not able to sponsor other people. But someone else generated the mind of compassion and care and sponsored our trip here and brought us here. That they helped us, but we don't help them. But we're here, even though we have financial troubles and problems.
在我们有些人当中呢，虽然是没有钱，但是在我们这个社会当中，有些人是比较善心、比较慈悲的，他们呢通过一些事情之后帮助社会。
And then many of us here, through much physical effort, that I only begin to conceive, you're here. Some of us, never mind outer problems, inner problems we left behind here. Example, what's the inner problems? We don't want to go to India, it's dirty. We don't want to go hang out with that Tibetan Lama and listen to him tell us things for the next 5 days. We don't want to hear negative things about ourselves. We're not interested in Buddhism. We're not interested in what's happening. I just want to go there and see the sights. Why? I don't even know. I want to go. But anyways, we're here. Why are we here? To pay homage to one person. And I mentioned a person. a living person that lived and died. A person. We're here to pay homage to one person.
我们来向这个人，来到这里向这个人致敬。
This is not a rock star.
啊，不是摇滚歌手。
This is not Elvis Presley. We go to his grave site and offer flowers and candles there. For what use, for God's sakes, I don't know. People spend lots of money going there to the grave site in California and put flowers and they put flowers, they put candles, they put incense, they put all types of stuff on Elvis Presley's grave. Why? I don't know. What blessings he can give us? I don't know. Why was he different than us? I don't know. And in fact, when I read his biography, he was worse than me. So I'm not going to fly there and pray to someone who's worse than me. So people make a lot of effort towards that. That's called misguided view, wrong view. So we're here to pay homage to one person who's not a rock star.
我们呢，
Talk faster, talk faster.
我们呢不是去呢，在猫王已经死去的猫王呢，去那边呢，去拜他，去朝圣他。我们呢是来到这边呢，是来向一个人去致敬。他呢不是一个摇滚。
We're not here to pay homage to Marilyn Monroe.
我们不是来这边向这个玛丽莲梦露致敬。
We're not here to listen to a lecture by Bill Gates on how to make more money.
我们是来这边呢，向
Just say Bill Gates.
刘备在这边讲良知赚更多的钱。
We're not here to celebrate Chinese New Year's and kill another pig and eat.
我们不是在这边呢欢庆我们的新年呢，然后杀不去呢再回去。
Tibetans aren't better, don't worry. We kill yaks instead of Tibet New Year's. It's only 1-2 days apart from Chinese New Year. You guys kill a pig, we kill a yak.
在藏人呢，他们就是杀自己来庆祝。
We're not here to find nice toilets.
我们不是来这边找好的这些厕所。
We're not here to find nice food and nice place to stay, although we got it.
我们不是来这边呢找好的食物了，或是居住的地方，我们已经得到了。
We're here through the power of our positive merits from our previous lives' prayers. And that's what it is, whether you guys want to believe it or not.
我们
We're here to pay homage to one person.
我们来到这边呢，是因为我们前世呢，得到的是善因，然后来到这边呢，向这个佛陀来致敬。
Why are we paying homage to this person? Why?
为什么呢？我们要向这个人呢来致敬？
We don't have accurate pictures of this person.
我们没有真切的去体验呢，这个人的真切的形象。
We've never seen this person directly.
我们没有亲身的见到这个人，
We've never heard this person speak.
我们没有听到这个人讲话，
In fact, we don't know much about this person.
我们也不知道这个人呢多少。
But why is it that the emperors of India, the great emperors of India, have built these great monuments next to a spot where this person has sat? Why?
为什么呢？这个印度的国王呢会建筑这个塔呢，在这个人呢行道的地方？
Our group has spent over 100,000 K just to get here to be on this spot, to pay homage to this person. Now imagine all the other people have come here. How much millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars are spent to get to this spot to pay homage to that spot, to this person. Why?
在我们这一行中呢，已经花了大概10万马币呢来到这边，但是你看看我们身边的人，他们花费了多少千千万万的钱呢来到这边呢，向这个人呢来这边呢，他知道的地方呢向他致敬。
Why are people spending months and months and months here, doing prostrations, doing prayers, reciting mantras, facing that direction? Why?
为什么呢？这么多人呢来到这边呢，向着这个塔呢来这边做大礼拜。
Think why so many people in so many different colors, so much beautiful traditions, so many ways and so many languages, so many methods, with so much effort and sometimes personal sacrifice, get here to put their forehead on that very spot Why?
想想呢，为什么从不同的国家、不同的语言、不同的肤色呢，这些人呢来到这边呢，只是来到这边呢，向这个地方呢，还有向这个人呢致敬，为什么呢？
We have to think what are we paying homage to? We're paying homage to this person because Lord Buddha was tall, he was very good looking, he had golden skin. Why? Why are we coming to pay homage to Lord Buddha? Because he has miraculous powers? Because he can emanate in many places at the same time? Because he can change his physical form in different aspects? Because he can speak well? Because he can heal? Because he can raise the dead? Because he can walk across water, which he did? Because he can manifest animals, he can dissolve appearances, he can heal by a touch, he can heal inner by a speech. Why are we here to pay homage to Buddha's miracles? Are we here to pay homage to Buddha's beautiful form? Are we here to pay homage to Buddha's seat, an empty seat that is not occupied by him anymore? Why are we here? Why does everybody spend so much effort to get here? Why? What is so different about this person? What is so unique about this person? What sets this person apart from us? Why is it they don't build monuments at my place, at my house, where I study? Why is it people don't erect signs and people don't come in pilgrimage to my house and my place? What is different about this person and me? And yet this person has been dead for 2,500 years. Yet the effects of his presence and his life and what he has done is growing and growing and growing in the world. Contrary to belief, it's growing, not dissipating, growing. Why? What is it about this person that's different from us that this is happening? Think why. And if you can figure out why, and I'm sure you can, that why that person is different from us is the very reason we're paying homage to him. And we're not paying actually homage to just him. We're paying homage to the qualities that he embodies. And the effect one person has on so many people when they change their attitude to think about others and not themselves. This is what one person did. And there are many places in the world like this where holy people have manifested who thought about others. A place of pilgrimage now is Calcutta, which I will go one day, to Mother Teresa's holy convent, her holy place where she taught, where she did communion with God every day, where she taught her nuns, where she healed, where she gave love. That is a place of pilgrimage, and that will become a strong place of pilgrimage. Because that person, again, generated what? Don't think Buddhism and Christianity. Don't be so low in thinking, higher level. Because that person generated the thought, I will benefit others. I will not think about myself. That place becomes a place of pilgrimage because we as human beings still respect, still revere, still have good heart to recognize that quality in others and go pay homage. That shows us we are not degenerate. It is not too late. It is not the end. We have much, much hope. Much, much. Because we are able to come here. Even within our group, if we combine ourselves together, we have a lot of negative karma. We have a lot of negative things, a lot of anger, a lot of pride, a lot of self-defense. We have a lot within this group alone. Yet, we can cut through all of that and still come here and pay homage to what? To someone who doesn't have those qualities. To someone who don't have the qualities that we have. Someone who is eradicated. So we're paying homage to someone here who does not have those qualities. And the reason we pay homage is that from this trip on, we can develop those qualities. We can plant the seeds, create the determination, and create the awareness to generate the exact same qualities as this one Indian man has done, Lord Buddha. One single Indian man. We're here to pay homage to that quality, and the reason we pay homage must be different than going to Elvis Presley's gravesite. It must be what? To generate that thought. So I want to make that connection here. We're here to pay homage in order to be at the site where it is blessed and holy because this person has generated that kind of thought. And we are here to make ourselves holy and to get a blessing. What is a blessing? To generate the same thought in our own minds. How? Because we are so inspired and so overwhelmed and so moved and so touched by the energy of this place, the vibration of this place. Although it's so busy and it's so full of noise, yet there's serenity, there's peace, there's happiness. When we even come into the compound, we feel happy, we feel happy. Everything is run down, dirty, unkept, noise, international people chanting and screaming and making noise in their own languages, praying. But yet, even amidst all this confusion and dirt and mess, we feel peace, we feel happy, we feel comfortable. Why? Because it is not the place that gives us happiness. It is a state of mind. It is the attitude. So what am I trying to tell you now? Although this place would be never a place that you guys would think of living, but being here now gives you more peace than being in your beautiful homes in Malaysia or wherever. There is more peace here, more serenity here, more purpose here than where you've been living in Malaysia. Although everything you have there is much more wonderful on a physical level. Yet we're here. Why? Because even when we develop that type of mind, it makes a difference in the whole environment. It makes a difference among the people. And people come to get a piece of that peace and a piece of that happiness, to be inspired to become like the person who paid homage to Lord Buddha. So you should think carefully why we're here. And I told you what we should do here, and I've shared with you. And what we should be once we leave here, I've already shared with you. And if you come to pay homage to Lord Buddha, the real homage is to go at Vajra Asana. Vajra Asana is Doji Den. Doji Den is Vajra seat. Vajra Asana is Sanskrit, Doji Den is Tibetan. English, Vajra seat. Vajra is synonymous with diamond, indestructibility. This is a Vajra. This is a Tibetan symbol of Vajra, a thunderbolt. When you get double like that, Doji Den, without this bell, there's another one here like that. It's called Vajra Asana. What does Vajra Asana mean? Indestructible seat. Diamond seat. Why is it indestructible, a diamond? Because the person who sat on the seat will never come back to samsara again. Will never experience anger again in its results. Will never experience jealousy again. Will never experience unhappiness again. Will never ever experience anger, ignorance, attachment again. Will never experience sickness again. Will never experience any type of pain, inner and outer, subtle or gross, ever again. He has become indestructible. He has become a Buddha. So when you place your body, and the representative of your body, the highest point of your body is your forehead, your head. The deepest respect that you can show is when you put your head, when you kowtow, when you prostrate down to the Vajra seat. You don't have to touch your head to the Vajra seat, just to that direction, just there, under the tree. When you touch yourself down and you prostrate yourself and you pay homage, and then you go down and you prostrate, you should generate the mind that Buddha generated in order to make his seat indestructible. So that at this moment, our seats are not indestructible. It's destructible. But it can become indestructible. We can overcome anger, hatred, desire, karma. We can, we can overcome our negative karma. We can overcome our fears, our insecurities, our neurosis. We can overcome. And the method to overcome is not fighting with others, defending ourselves, protecting our ego, telling other people they're wrong and we're right, and always explaining ourselves over and over and over again, wasting our time, jumping from one place to another, jumping from one situation to another, never being stable, wasting our lives, our time, our youth away. The way to make our seat indestructible and to never ever have these kind of problems again. And not only for ourselves, to not only look for other people to relieve our problems, but also to relieve other people's problems, to be a light and not always look for a light, is to go to the Vajra tree, to the Vajra seat, and generate this kind of thought. I will eradicate all causes that bring me and myself and others unhappiness. I will do that. I will eradicate it. And I will definitely do. Not say I will in the future. Not say I maybe will. Not say after I'm done with this job, after I'm done with this project, after I've met this person, after I've had this relationship, after my relationship is settled, after I've moved into a house, after I've eaten this much food, after I've gotten a new job. No, now. Because those are the tricks we've used with our mind since the time we were born until now to procrastinate and delay. After I get this relationship, then I will do this. After I eat this meal, then I will do this. After I get this job, I will do this. After I get this paycheck, I will do this. After. And what has it become? How much time has passed? How much time has been wasted? And some of us here are still waiting for after. No more. Don't do that to yourselves. Don't do that to yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Don't put effort in the wrong way anymore. I'm explaining to you Buddha's method, not my method, not Tsem Rinpoche's method. I'm explaining to you Buddha's method. I'm explaining to you Buddha's method in Buddha's place. And I'm giving you open physical proof that his method works. All these people wouldn't be here. All this effort wouldn't be made if what he did was not valid. So if I tell you to stop defending yourself, to stop protecting your ego, to stop focusing on just food and money and sex and relationships and a good house, if I tell you to stop focusing on that, I'm giving you proof now why. I'm giving you evidence that if you do that, it works. I'm giving you evidence that if you are humble, I'm giving you evidence that if you try your best, I give you evidence that if you are aware, if you keep awareness one day to the next day to the next day, you will have results. You will have results. You will gain results. And the proof of it is all around you. Everybody is here making homage, showing respect, making prayers and putting effort towards this one person who has abandoned any sort of the self-cherishing mind. All self-cherishing mind has been abandoned by this person. All types of self-cherishing mind. And everyone here is making homage to this person. This person is Lord Buddha. Therefore, you can definitely believe, you can definitely trust that if you do the same thing, you can gain the same results. Proof is all around you. All around. So when you're here in such a holy spot, when you're here in such a holy place, you should definitely generate the same type of mind. When I say generate the same type of mind, when I say generate, what does it mean? It doesn't mean you leave here a Buddha, you leave here enlightened. It doesn't mean you go home and sit under your lemon tree and everybody comes and pays homage to your tree. No. Some of us plant little trees outside of our houses. Some of us plan to go back and meditate under our little tree. Well, our tree is destructible because if a little cat comes nearby, pees on it, that's the end of the tree. We're here to leave this place to plant bakcha. We say in Tibetan, bakcha. Bakcha means to plant a seed to develop this type of mind. And when you plant a seed to develop this type of mind, when you go back, then your sadhanas, your practices, your efforts, your holding the vows, taking the vows, have meaning. After you have done that, that's what we did last night. After you have generated the thought of bodhicitta, now you take refuge today. And when you take refuge today, what's the purpose of taking refuge? The purpose of taking refuge is to support the generation of that mind. So when you take refuge today, or when you renew your refuge vows, you get a new name. That new name is a signal to you. I've been reborn. I'm a new person. I'm going to be different. Just like a baby comes out from its kind mother, immediately the very kind mother and the very loving father gives the baby a new name and identifies itself with it, its lineage. So if the family name is Wang, the family name is Lim, immediately they give the family name to the child as an identity, as a sign of their love. So like that, when you take refuge with the Buddha, Buddha becomes your spiritual father and your spiritual mother. O Prevailing Lord Manjushri Vajra, the opponent of Yama, O Lama Jesangapno, O Manjushri, on whose being is non-dual, exclusive, and all-pervading. By acting equally with everything, you are the father of all conquerors. As a Dharmadhatu, you are the mother of conquerors. As a wisdom being, you are the son of all conquerors. I prostrate myself to Manjushri, who is complete in glory. If that phrase is applicable to Manjushri, definitely it's applicable to Lord Buddha. So Lord Buddha becomes your spiritual father, becomes your spiritual mother. You are the spiritual child of Lord Buddha. And you get a new name today. You get a new name. Why? You're going to be trained up now. If you're born into a certain family, you're going to be trained up in their language, in their habits, in their culture, in the foods, in the traditions of the family you're born into. And all of us carry that within us. So like that, when you're born into Buddha's family, you must do the same on a spiritual level. You must carry the tradition of bodhicitta, compassion, the 8 verses, forgiving. And you must have the signs of good speech, nice speech, speech that's pleasant, because you're a spiritual son and daughter of the Buddha. Don't just sit here and fold your hands and go through the motions of taking refuge. No. I don't have power to give you refuge. As I've mentioned many, many thousands of times before, I have no power to give you refuge. I cannot save you. I have the name of a Lama. Lama means Lama member, one without fault. I have the name of a one without fault, but I am with many faults. I am not here to save you, or I can save you or do anything, but I am here to give you the news. I'm here to share information. I am here to give you awareness. You have collected the karma to hear this. You have collected the merits to be here. You have collected the merits to hear these teachings. I'm here to share it with you. Not as a teacher, not as a guru, as a spiritual friend. As a spiritual friend. Why? I'm your friend because I care. Why am I a spiritual friend? Because I'm more concerned about you in this life and future lives than I am concerned of just about mundane things in your life. Because I believe if you practice spiritual practices, mundane worries and difficulties will come to an end. So, when I give you refuge today, when you take the refuge vows, it's just 10-15 minutes. What is more important than a refuge vows, what is much more important than taking the ceremony, don't be in a hurry for that, is the actual meaning behind it, which I am sharing with you now, the reason behind it, the purpose, and what happens after that. So last night when you generate the mind of compassion, although it's artificial and superficial, yes, mine also, but it starts somewhere. The minute I think I'm going to be a superstar, I don't become a superstar. The minute I think, oh, I'm going to be a fireman, I don't become a fireman. I'm sure Gurley didn't wake up and say, oh, I'm going to be a model. She worked towards it. She puts effort. She disciplines herself. She doesn't eat. She keeps herself clean. It takes time. She doesn't wake up and say, I'm going to be a model. Tiki didn't wake up and say, I'm going to be a CEO, I'm going to be a company man. No, it takes a lot of time and effort and hard work and sacrifices. A lot. You don't just wake up and say, I'm going to be. So when you wake up and say, I'm going to be a model, it's just an artificial, superficial thought. But it starts with that. And then 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, you can achieve it. Okay. Let me give you a silly example. I achieved it. You saw me. I was big as the Titanic a few years back. I woke up one morning, I told Chia, and he was my witness, I'm going to be a model. I looked at the magazine icon, I saw all the supermodels in KL. I said to Chia, I'm going to be a model. Chia just said, yes, Ruchi. You know Chia, he says yes, Ruchi to everything, even when I didn't say anything, yes, Ruchi. Yes, I just said I'm going to be a model. Why? There's many reasons, but one of the reasons is to show my friends you can do it. If you put your mind towards something realistic, you can do it. Just imagine a stupid, fat Tibetan Lama in his late 20s, okay, late 30s, can do it. He can run on the catwalk with the skinny chicken models and the top models that have been running around earning a living on that and prance up and down and be one of them. Why? Because I said I can. I'm using a realistic determination. There's nothing great in that. I'm not proud. I'm not proud. All I know is I can do it. So like that, don't leave this holy place the same. When you generate the mind of compassion, which you did last night, which we did meditation and we did last night, when you generate the mind of compassion, you will change your speech. You will speak in such a way that's clear to other people, that doesn't make people suffer. You will speak clearly, you will enunciate words well, and you will work towards that. It will not happen tonight, it will not happen tomorrow. It will happen with time because you're going to work on it every day. You're going to be aware. You're not going to have people remind you and remind you. You're going to practice awareness. If you have anger, you're going to control that because you're going to realize that anger hurts people. If you are defending yourself nonstop, even your right or wrong is not the point. It doesn't help anymore. You're going to leave here different because you're going to say to yourself, it is a matter of habituation and awareness and one day at a time. And you should leave here one day at a time. Different. So last night we generated the mind of bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, Jajusam, mind of enlightenment. Why is it a mind of enlightenment? Why? Because we are going to be free from self-made sufferings. Never mind becoming a Buddha. Even before you become a Buddha, if you generate that mind and you practice it, you become happier. People will praise you, people will like you, people will feed you, people will take care of you, people will respect you, people will follow you, people will listen to you. Everyone. You don't even have to fight. Whatever you say, they run around saying, he said it, she said it, they said it. Immediately. Why? Because they know your motivation. So when you take refuge today, what is that? It is an affirmation. It is a sworn promise to yourself. It is a sworn promise to yourself. Please remember that. In Buddhism, no higher gods punish you. Today, when you take refuge, the refuge vows, you are swearing to yourself because you love yourself, because you know what is good for you, what you should avoid from today on. And that is witnessed by the three jewels. At the very place where by swearing to that, Buddha became enlightened. So Buddha became enlightened in this very place by swearing the same thing and by every day generating the same thought and mind generation. And he achieved his goals here. So you are not here to take refuge with me. You are not here to become my students. I'm not interested. There are commitments towards that, but that's not the focus here. You are here to make a commitment to yourself because you love yourself, because you don't want to suffer, because you don't want to have any more problems, because you're tired, because you're getting old and you're going to die and there's nothing left. There's nothing but death waiting for you. And you're tired of the methods and the dharma, so-called inverted commas dharmas people have been teaching you. They're telling you, if you do this, you'll be happy. You do this, you'll be happy. You've done it all, seen it all, ate it all. Everything. And you're tired of listening to what other people have said, and you've tried, it doesn't work. And you've seen them try. You don't even need to try. You can see them. You can see people around you and what they do and how they have, with respect, failed. And they're lonely, they're unhappy, they're frustrated, they're insecure. And they're angersome, and they're protective, and they're defensive. You've seen their methods, and it doesn't work. And you know you don't need to waste time. So when you take refuge, you are not taking refuge with Tsem Rinpoche. No. You are taking refuge with yourself. You are taking refuge with you and saying, I've had enough of me. And I'm going to love myself the right way. I'm going to make a commitment with myself. And I'm going to transform myself. And I will do this witnessed by someone who has done it. It's like when you open up a new bank or you open up a new government hall, you would like the Prime Minister to come to open it for you because he is the top of the chain. So when he opens it, it's kind of like a blessing from an affirmation that gives you strength that you're going to do it. Plus, he's watching you. Once you ask the Prime Minister to come open up your new building or whatever, you know he's going to be watching you. You know his office is going to be watching you. So you push yourself harder to make sure you achieve Similarly, when you swear to yourself now, is to slip on your refuge vows and you infract or break it. You don't tell people callously, oh, I broke my vows, never mind. No. In fact, you should do purification practices and awareness practices to remember, oh, I did that, and not do it again tomorrow. And if tomorrow you slip, again the next day, again the next day. Just because you break your vow once, or slip up on your vow, or infracture on your vow a little, it doesn't mean you don't have the vow anymore. No, wrong. If the cup gets dirty, you wash it. If the cup gets dirty, you don't throw it out. No. So just because you've broken your vow once or slipped on your vow, you don't just give up. I've heard a few people tell me that. I've already broken my vows. Never mind, I'm free now. No. No, you're not free. No. Definitely not. No. Why are you not free? Why? Because your unhappiness has not stopped and you have not gained any results in your life. So when are you free? When you get results. You are not free when your guru is not around. You're not free because your guru is happy. You're not free because the Buddha didn't blame you. You broke your vow. You have to do it again, or you have to keep commitment, keep awareness again, not because your guru is going to scold you, or the Buddha is watching you, or the Buddha is not watching you, or your guru is not talking to you or talking. No, your practice should not be influenced from the outside at all. No. Your practice must come from the inside because you know that you have not accomplished what you came into this world to accomplish. You know that. Your purpose in the world cannot be just eating, sleeping, having a good time, having sex, having fun. No, it cannot just be that. Animals do that. You came into this life for a purpose. Not just to have children and raise children and watch them grow up and just be focused totally on children. When you die, they won't help you at all. You came into this life for a purpose. And the purpose of life is to be of the greatest benefit, the greatest light, the greatest power and inspiration to others. If it's to 10 people, 20 people, 100, 1,000, that's the purpose of life. To uplift other people's lives, not to use other people to uplift our own life. So when you take refuge, it is to affirm the prayer we made last night, to develop the mind that wishes to root out the self-cherishing mind. So when we take the refuge vows, that's what you're doing. And you're not taking refuge temporarily. You are taking refuge with yourself because you want to become much better than you already are. And you want to benefit more people. And you want to not have suffering. And you want to make sure that when you are dead, when you are dying and you're dead, you go to the right place. Do not underestimate that you cannot see a future life or another realm. It exists. There are people who can see. There are people who can perceive other realms and other forms of existence. There are other people who can see and hear. Just because you don't know trigonometry or mathematics doesn't mean other people don't know. Just because you're bad in mathematics doesn't mean everybody's bad in mathematics. There are people who are attained and they can see other forms. They can perceive other life. They can see perhaps where you're going to take rebirth. The Dharma is to take you out of suffering. If someone has repeatedly tried to help you and save you from another rebirth, from taking a bad rebirth, and you reject it and you fight it, or you don't listen to it, or you're lazy, or you're sneaky about it, then you take your result. You take your own result. Very simple. And that time will come. And sometimes, when we know where we're going to take rebirth, once we know, for some reason, sometimes it comes faster. That means if we're supposed to live to 60 or 70, maybe we only live to 40 or 50. And we die, we take rebirth there quickly. It will manifest faster. Somehow when we know it comes faster, don't know why. We will take rebirth. We will die. Some of us know where we're going to take rebirth. Some of us don't. Just because you don't, we don't need to look at people who know where they're going to take rebirth, because we might take rebirth in a worse place. Not confirmed. And we will take rebirth. So if you want to avoid all that, you take the refuge vows. And you hold on to the refuge vow. And you practice it for the sake of yourself and others. Think about all that. Please stand up and stretch for a few minutes. Please remain silent. We do have to take care of our body. We use that to generate Bodhgaya. Stand on your toes. Stand on your toes. It helps. Stand on your toes. Lift your hands up. Just lift your hands up. Yes, stand on your toes. Stretch. Stretch. Get the circulation going. Vietnam, you got hair on your belly. There's ways to remove it if you find it unpleasant permanently. But it's okay, we all find it extremely tantric. Please have a seat. Okay. Look how incredibly peaceful and happy it is. Look how calm it is. Look what a wonderful spot. Everything's quiet. Nobody's chanting, throwing mandalas, dogs running back and forth. Nobody. Look at our good karma now to take refuge. This is the result of our good karma. Even the noise around us we don't hear. Think about that. I want you now to do a 5-minute silent meditation, and I want you to think about how you're going to put your refuge vows into action. How? Once you take your refuge vows and you renew your refuge vows, how you're going to put it into action, what you're going to do about it. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. Think what you're going to do about it. When I ring my bell, it's finished. Think, please. Back straight, tongue on the roof of your mouth, eyes focus right directly in front of you, perhaps your bag. Your legs in half lotus posture if possible. Your right hand inside the left hand with your thumbs touching. Think how you are going to keep your refuge vows, what effort you're going to make, physically and emotionally. What effort? Now I would like all of you leave all your things here except for your passport items, and I want you to think about one item that stands out the most, what other person or other people have criticized you about. Anything that you've heard consistently throughout your life that you've been criticized about. And think to yourself now, along with other faults I have, I will eradicate this. Along with that, think about the compliments you have had that has been consistent. Maybe someone said you speak very well, or you're very patient. One quality you have among many good qualities that you all have. So think about that and say, I'm going to make more of that. I'm going to increase that. And I want you to think like that. And then I want you to practice silence and go make 3 circumambulations around the stupa. Go to the holy tree, to Vajra Asana, to the holy seat there. Place your head down. And develop the mind that wishes to be free from any type of pain, fear, insecurity for yourself and others. I want you to generate that. I want to get out. And I will develop a mind that benefits others. And I will keep awareness of this. Think like that. One good quality you have, and increase it, think about it. And one negative quality you've been told. Whether you acknowledge it or not, never mind, that you've been told over and over. Think about it on the way, and at the tree, think carefully. Honestly, I want to escape all types of inner and outer pain. I take refuge in Buddha. And I will develop a mind that cherishes others. I will become a Buddha. Today, you go to the tree and you say, I will become a Buddha. Not from your lips, not because I told you to do so, from your heart. Just let go and say, I don't think it's impossible. No, I will become a Buddha. And I will do so for the sake of others. Think like that very strongly. Chant Om Mani Padme Hum to develop what you should. Please go down and do that and come back.
Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama Om Sambara Sambara Himana Karama Jama Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama Om Sambara Sambara Himana Karama Jama Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama Om Sambara Sambara Himana Karama Jama Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama Om Sambara Sambara Himana Karama Jama Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama Om Sambara Sambara Himana Karama Jama Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama Om Sambara Sambara Himana Karama Jama Om Mara Mara Himana Karama Jama
Om Ruchida.
Om Lucia Mani Pravakaya 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 Om Lucia.
Okay, now, as a group, please read page 6 through 12 out loud. So you can hear the next to you can hear 6 to 12, please read.
The commitment of taking refuge. What is to be avoided? Having taken refuge
Not
in
too
the
fast,
Buddha.
gently. In a very nice voice, gently, and not too fast. Let it sink in. Don't read it for the sake of reading it. Reading, let it sink in. Remember. Go ahead, please. Like, what is the commitments of taking refuge? What is to be avoided? Having taken refuge in the Buddha, one should not take refuge in the devil, the heart, the world of God.
Worldly thoughts, such as Dharma and so on. One should prostrate to such objects. One should not entrust oneself on the death of one's heart to none which is friends or teachers or none who is teachers that most upon the level. Having taken refuge in the Dharma, one should avoid harming any being, either directly or by one or directly making others weak. Sangha. One should avoid entrusting oneself to and keeping company with friends and followers. What should be practiced? Taking refuge in the Buddha, with the mind of respect towards those one who least. One should regard even statues as being actual Buddhas and should prostrate and pay respect to them. One should avoid showing disrespect to them by, for example, placing them on the background, judging them according to their material value, or discriminating between them, saying that some are good and others bad. Having taken refuge in the Dharma, one should pay homage and respect by guaranteeing the recognition of all spiritual facts, or even just one single author teaching, as being the actual rare sublime knowledge. One should avoid placing texts on the background, regarding them as material objects, using them as security or loan, or carrying them together with one's shoes. Having taken refuge in the Sangha, one should regard even one member of the Sangha as being a true Sangha. One should not but should have equal respect for each. One should remain involved in all the advice concerning what is to be practiced, such as not even stepping over pieces of monastic cloth or throwing them into dirty places, but instead placing them in clean places. In general, there are 4 points to be practiced. One should rely upon holy beings, listen to the holy Dharma, master correct comprehension, follow the Dharma and practice it. One should not let one's sense become excited, and one should control the senses in danger of operating negative karma, and take as many vows as one is capable of taking. One should have a compassionate attitude towards sentient beings. When you think of frequently, one should make an effort for the rest of life on. One should train well and refuge precepts, including exerting oneself to make offerings to the Triple.
Also, every morning and evening, one should make 3 prostrations to the Triple.
The 5
lay bow, 5 dry crowns and powerful Pasista are to be avoided. Healing, taking what has not been given, sexual misconduct, and lying, drinking alcohol. Losing the vow from the root. One loses the vow from the root, and so should take it again. If one transgresses these vows by killing a human being, stealing an object that is valuable to another person, engaging in sexual misconduct, that is engaging in sexual activities with another partner, or using the mouth or lips of one's own partner. Having a supreme right, that is, depending one has attained realization of the grounds of God, even though one has not. Receiving the downfall. Otherwise, one does not lose the vow from the root, but receives the downfall, which must be confessed if one transgresses the vows by killing non-humans, such as an animal, stealing an object of no value, engaging in sexual contact at a holy place at a special time, for example, on the full moon day, on the 8th day of the lunar calendar, or other special holy days, or engaging in sexual activity while living in a one-day 8 recess in very ordinary life, drinking alcohol. So
one should confess and abstain precisely what must be method of purification.
Losing the vow from the root, please read that one more time. Page 9, bottom.
One loses the vow from the root, and so should take it again. One transgresses these vows by killing a human being, stealing an object that is valuable to another person, engaging in sexual misconduct, that is, engaging in sexual activities with another partner, or using the mouth or anus of one's own partner. Having a supreme life, that is, depending one has attained realization of the grounds of path, even though one has not.
One more time.
Losing the vow from the root. One loses the vow from the root, and so should take it again. If one transgresses these vows by killing a human being, stealing an object that is valuable to another person, engaging in sexual misconduct, that is, engaging in sexual activities with another's partner, or using the mouth or anus of one's own partner, having a supreme right, that is, pretending one has attained realization of the grounds and path, even though one has not.
For those of you who are going to take the vows, remember that. For those of you who are regenerating the vows, remember that. For those of you who are taking layman's vows, think I will take those vows in the future. And for those who are not taking any vows, at this time you should generate the thought, I will take the vows one day soon. I will take that vow. All right? And receiving a downfall, please.
Otherwise, one does not lose the vow from the root, but receives the downfall, which must be confessed if one transgresses the vows by killing a non-human, such as an animal, killing an object of no value, engaging in sexual conduct at holy days,
at special times, for example, on the full moon day, on the 8th day of the lunar calendar, on Buddha's special holy days, etc. Or engaging in sexual activity while receiving the one day 8 precepts.
no marrying, selling and drinking alcohol.
So,
One
one should
should
profess
confess
and abstain precisely, which is the method of purification. One should protect well and tightly with the mind the 6 remaining unvirtuous actions, which are similar in part to the previous negative karmas, that is, close to those heavy negative karmas, by avoiding slander, harsh words, gossip, ambitious, harmful intention, and wrong views. Benefits of protecting the vows. The benefits of protecting the vows in this way are: you will not fall to the suffering lower realms, hells, animals, or hungry ghosts. Temporarily, you will continuously achieve the knowledge of the Deva or human. Ultimately, you will achieve the state of liberation. Furthermore, the virtue of protecting these 5 vows increases constantly, even while one is asleep or unconscious, intoxicated, and so forth. Also, in addition to these, the founder Guru Shakyamuni Buddha will always think of you, the gods protector beyond sorrow, worthy protector Devas will praise and protect you. Non-humans cannot harm you, your qualities will increase limitlessly, and at the time of death you will die without regret. By avoiding killing, you will have.
Okay, benefits of protecting the vows. There are many, many benefits, but we just put some of the main points here. The benefits of protecting the vows in this way are: you will not fall into the lower realms, into the suffering lower realms, such as you will not take rebirth in one of the hells as a hungry spirit or as an animal. For some of us, we are destined to take rebirth as a spirit, as an animal, or in one of the hells. We are definitely taken after this rebirth. If we want to avoid that rebirth, if we want to avoid that, when we renew or take our vows now, we keep. If we keep the vows, we will avoid to fall into the 3 lower realms. This is not promised by Tsem Rinpoche, this is promised by Lord Buddha. So if you take the vows now in the holy place and you renew the vows and you keep it, you will avoid a disastrous next future life. That is guaranteed by our founder, Buddha Shakyamuni. Temporarily, meaning in this life, temporarily, you will continuously achieve the body of a deva or a human. A deva is that of a god or a human being. And when they say achieve the body of a deva and human, it's not a big deal. But it's achieving that body with all the necessary conditions for practicing to have a happy life. The opportunities. The 8 freedoms and the 7 leisures. So you will have a human body that is healthy, that is strong, that is intelligent, that is attractive in appearance, that has a good voice, that has a good mind, born into a virtuous lineage, into a good family, easy to obtain things that you need to eat and sleep and to abide peacefully, to live in a country without war, to live in a country without natural disasters, to be overwhelmed or have the threat of natural disasters, to be born in a place where one is not constantly under threat of harm and death and fear, to be free from sickness, that even if one gets sick, one is able to recover from sickness very fast, and to also be born in a place where one meets a Mahayana Guru who is qualified, who will be able to lead you, who is motivated by compassion and skillful means, who belongs to your lineage from your previous life. The practices, the gurus, and the deities that you practiced in previous lives will come to you spontaneously again. And whatever you study on the virtuous path, especially in Dharma, will come to your mind easily, come forth quickly, come forth without effort, and you'll be able to understand and penetrate. And the benefit is that is you can apply it into your life immediately without waiting a long, long time. There are many benefits to practice holding the vows. You'll get these kind of benefits. Ultimately, you will achieve the state of liberation. Also, furthermore, the virtue of protecting these 5 vows increases constantly even while you're asleep or unconscious, intoxicated, and so forth. While you hold these vows, Even when you're sleeping, you're collecting merit. Even when you're eating, you're collecting merit. Even when you're riding on a bus, you're collecting merit. Even when you're washing your hair, taking a bath, you're collecting merit because you're holding onto the vow. So every single action that you do becomes a cause for you to eradicate your negative, self-cherishing mind and to become liberated. And it becomes a cause for you to take good rebirths and to have happy situations in this life if you hold the vows. Also, in addition to this, our founder, Shakyamuni Buddha, will always think of you. Meaning what? That line is directly, as it's interpreted, also there's a deeper meaning. It means the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the meditational deities.